I guess he gave a sigh of relief. Skip, he was never going to trade Kyrie where he wanted to go. It seems to me it's come out that the Lakers, Kyrie wanted to go to the Lakers. Why would I do that? Me and you don't get along. So I'm not going to reward you by you asking out, and then I'm going to ship you to the Lakers.
Right. Dan Gilbert rewarded him by shipping him into Boston. Go ahead.
So, Skip, he's like, hold on. And he's like, Sean, the Lakers want him. Let's see what we can pry for him. It was reported, Sean was reporting that they did offer the 2 first-round picks. They offered Russ. They said, we'll now throw in Austin Reeves and Max Christie, knowing they're not going to do that. And then they basically say, here, you can take Dorian Finney-Smith, you can take Dinwiddie at a first-round pick in 29 and 2 seconds. That's not a better package than what the Lakers originally offered you. Skip,
if you're sure about Austin Reeves and you're sure about Max Christie, are we sure about those? I'm not sure about those.
But you get 2 unprotected. If you're going to wait that long, I mean, one of the first-round picks, Skip, is in 29.
I got it. What disqualifies that is Russell Westbrook.
Right.
In many ways, he's worse than Kyrie. Not off the court, but on the court.
Right.
He's less reliable on the court than Kyrie is off the court.
Right.
So it's hard. I know he's had his stretches, but you know he's fallen now back to dead last in three-point shooting. So he's ranked 149th and last in NBA three-point shooting at 28.6%. It's so pathetic that it makes him a liability. But he still leads in turnovers per 36 minutes.
Well, what about if they were looking to buy him out?
Yeah, but they want to be respectable. They want to have a glimmer of hope of a chance down the stretch, and I think they have a glimmer of hope. I can't make a case for them winning.
I mean, Skip, but you saw what they were. They was like plus 650. I think they had the 3rd or the 4th best odds in the Eastern Conference. Now they're like 2,000. They way on down there.
But they're trying to keep Durant as happy as possible because the clock now ticks on, are we about to hear from him with his latest trade demand?
The difference is, and we're going to talk about this a little later, the difference is KD got 3 more years. Kyrie was going to walk this summer if you don't sign. What KD going to walk? Walk into the office and ask for a trade? Because he can't go anywhere. We got 3 years, bro. You owe us 3 more.
He does. And he signed that thinking that when he signed it, that James Harden and Kyrie were going to be there. Right. Well, the joke's on you, Kevin, because the 2 you can't trust.
Something's going on, Skip. Yeah. How do all 3 players at some point in time in the last 13 months ask for a trade? James Harden asked for 1 and got it. KD asked for 1 and didn't get it. Kyrie asked for 1 and he got it. What the hell is going on? Something's going on, Skip. I mean, I don't know if we've ever seen a situation like this. You covered the NBA for 40 years. Have you ever seen 3 superstar players ask for a trade from the same organization within a span of almost a year?
I have not. And yet Kyrie started off by saying, Kevin and I don't even need a coach.
Yes.
And they got rid of that coach. And I thought that was a good move because I thought Steve Nash was overmatched. I don't think he's a great head coach. He was a great basketball player.
Well, they cut his legs off from under him from the jump. When you tell me we don't need you.
No shot. No shot. I would agree. Okay, now let's go back on the basketball court because I'm talking about Kyrie off. But on, he just had the luxury of playing with as efficient a great scorer as we've ever seen in the history of this league. Because, as you know, KD can take 12 shots and get you 30 points. It's just how he does business.
Correct.
And it happens so quietly night after night that you come to take it for granted when you shouldn't because he's just pure efficiency.
Right.
Well, all of a sudden, you're going from the luxury of playing with Kevin Durant to a guy who's just a tick behind Giannis for overall usage rate in Luka.
Yes.
So I checked the usage rate last year with Jalen Brunson. Remember, Dallas is in this predicament right now. They had to take the plunge for Kyrie because they tried Porzingis.
Right.
And
that was an epic fail.
It was an epic fail, and they had to get rid of him at last year's trade deadline.
Right.
And then they didn't try Jalen Brunson this year, and that looks like, I don't know if we can go epic, but we go fail, big fail,
big failure.
Okay, so now they're stuck where they have no choice but to plunge for Kyrie and just close their eyes and hope that Jason Kidd and that Nico Harrison, who's their GM, who dealt with Kyrie and his stepmom, who's now his agent for all those years at Nike. But unfortunately, Nike has now turned the other way from Kyrie over the post. And now I don't know if there's any lingering bad blood there. I have no idea. So I don't know that Jason Kidd and Nico can sort of harness what is the best in Kyrie because nobody else has been able to.
And that's the thing, Skip. I mean, he was winning, hold on. He won a championship was going to NBA Finals, and he wasn't happy. He wanted to be a leader, and then he realized leading is a lot harder than just saying, I'm a leader. Because what did he do, Skip? I got to show these guys in Boston how to win. They never won anything. They look around like, what did you win before LeBron? Okay, now he goes to the Brooklyn Nets. Come on, KD, come on with your boy. We got this thing. They got two. They got two max.
He was doing it up in the tunnel.
Yeah, they got two max contracts.
Yep.
Skip, this has been an epic fail for him and KD.
That's epic.
I'm talking about colossal. Cataclysmic.
Like all time.
Yes. So what is it, Skip? At some point in time, the common denominator is it's got to be Kyrie.
It is.
He wasn't happy with LeBron. He wasn't happy as the leader in Boston.
Yep.
He wasn't happy in Brooklyn. What is his happiness? What is his mecca, his heaven? What's gonna make Kyrie happy? He was winning championships, going to NBA Finals, and that didn't make him happy. He was the leader in Boston because they said he got these young guys, Tatum, Brown, Smart. He's won a championship. He come in and lead these guys. That didn't make him happy. He had co-sponsorship in what Brooklyn was doing. That didn't make him happy.
Yep.
When is he gonna be happy? What is it gonna take?
How can you be happy when your co-star leads the league in dribbles? Because that's what he does. He's just going to dribble. Giannis leads in usage rate, but that's just time with the ball in your hands. But in dribbles, I don't even have the stat, but I guarantee you Luka leads the league in dribbles because that's what he does.
Yes.
And you rave about his genius, baby Bird, and now he's graduated. He might be Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Okay. So the point is that there's so much dribbling going on. Is Kyrie going to be happy? Because the way they have played offense, and last year they played it successfully because they played very good defense.
Right.
They ended up last year ranked 7th in defense.
Well, you lost your best defender, though.
You just got it. And you've also fallen this year to 24th in defense. That's why they're barely above 500.
Right.
Okay, so what happens? What does the offense degenerate into? It's Luka one-on-one or one-on-two.
Yeah.
And if you do like one-on-three and you just dare him, he will jump pass and skip pass it over to open shooters. And they did keep Hardaway, which was a good move because he can make them.
Right.
And he just needs snipers. Well, does Kyrie want to devolve into I'm just a sniper for Luka?
No.
Like a catch-and-shoot three-point shooter?
He can catch and shoot, Skip, but he needs the ball. He needs to be able to dance, put the ball, get to the mid-range or finish, go to the rim.
Yep.
So with Luka having the ball, I mean, there's only so many minutes in a game.
Okay.
There's only so many dribbles in a game.
All right.
And Luka has the lion's share of the ball in his hand for the minutes.
Okay.
So what Kyrie?
Okay, so you look at last year, down the stretch after they traded Kristaps Porzingis.
Yeah.
What happened with Jalen Brunson and Luka in shots per game? Well, Luka went up a tick to about 23 shots a game.
Right.
And Jalen had 13 shots a game. Well, that's your niche.
No,
right?
Kyrie need more than 13 shots.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, that was the niche that Jalen Brunson carved out and got himself a great deal off that niche because people could see.
Seems like a bargain now.
Yeah, well, it does. but the Knicks said, if we expand that sample size from 13 shots to 20-some shots, we might have something.
Yeah,
well, you might have an all-star.
And they do have something.
Okay.
But, Skip, when you look at, in the West, you got to guard Kawhi and Paul George and Book and Murray and Morant and Fox.
Boy, do you. You better. Or you're going to be right back to square one.
Exactly. And I understand the Nets' position that they were in, Skip. There's like, at least we got something because he's going to walk kind of like what KD did to OKC. Skip, he walked. If this ain't what they could have got for Kevin Durant. If you got that for Rudy Gobert, just imagine 5-6 years ago what you could have gotten for Kevin Durant. What, 6 first-round picks? Unprotected? Pick swaps?
Agreed.
And a couple of players.
Yep. Okay. So, remember, Dallas is just experimenting here.
Right.
And if they don't like what they see, if it blows up, they'll say, okay, so we wasted Dinwiddie and Finney-Smith.
Yeah, and a pick. And for some kid that's in the 6th grade.
Right, that's what I'm saying. But they'll just say, next.
Right.
And they'll let him walk.
Right.
So your Lakers might have a shot, depending on if this flames out or not. They might have a free agent shot at Kyrie where you don't have to give up anything.
Right.
And there'd be no more Russ, obviously, so you'd have a slot.
But it's also reported that the Lakers wanted to tie it to LeBron, 2 years.
Okay.
Well, Kyrie, I don't want to do 2 years. I want the full 4 years, 198, basically $50 million a year.
Yeah, it's $200 million. That's what it is. He wants the equivalent of a max deal.
But you could, Skip, I don't understand how anyone can't see the reluctancy of any team wanting to sign Kyrie long-term, given his history. forget what happened before LeBron got to Cleveland, because we don't really know there wasn't a whole lot going on. They weren't winning, so nobody gave a damn what was going on in Cleveland.
Good point.
But once LeBron returned and we saw the inner workings, how the guy went months without speaking in the playoffs to his teammates, and we see what has transpired in Cleveland and Brooklyn and in Boston, you don't understand the hesitancy.
And by the way, I want to compliment you on a point you used to throw back at me, and I couldn't argue out of it, was what was Kyrie doing before LeBron got there?
Yes.
What was it, 3 years? Or was it 3 or 4?
Well, he went to Cleveland. Didn't he go to Cleveland the year after LeBron? Nah, maybe 2 years after LeBron. Because he was the number 1 overall pick. So they had to be really bad.
Right.
Yeah, so 3 years. So he was there 3 years.
So he was there for 3 years, and they did nothing. And so you should question, wait a second. He was so good coming out of school that he did nothing. Right?
They didn't win a national championship with him.
Because obviously with LeBron, now I'm going to the highest level, or MJ or whoever. They come out of college, or not LeBron, but MJ, obviously, and right away you see,
Kevin Durant.
Yeah, Kevin Durant. You can see, he's changing life. For the Oklahoma City Thunder, right?
Well, guess what? Kyrie was there, and they got the lottery again. They got the number 1 overall pick. They got Tristan Thompson.
That is correct. So what's his legs? What has he done exactly except hit one big shot in a Game 7?
Skip, he works really well when he has a de facto true number 1. We played with Kevin Durant. He played with LeBron. Okay, Luka's that guy. Now the question, because he sees himself, Skip, on the level with them. He started to see himself on the level with LeBron. He said it. I got a guy look down to the bench, and I got a mofo that can hit a shot just like I can. He sees himself on that level. He sees himself on the... So he's not going to take a back seat to Luka.
No. Not in his head. Jason Kidd may have something to say.
It's going to be an interesting experiment, gentlemen.
Yes,
that's for sure.
That's exactly what it is, an experiment.
So quickly. Caught a lot of people by surprise this weekend.
Yes.
All right. So how do we think this trade impacts the Lakers, Shannon?
Great question.
And what will KD do moving forward? What's his future look like? Skip and Shannon unpack all that on the other side of this break.